Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. The most awesome game ever, made by the most awesome people ever. I'd like to throw a big shout out to someone who inspired me to buy this game. That would be Jeff Major, the YouTube channel Jeff Major, or if you know him by 1F Jeff, perhaps. Same person. But yeah, I'll probably put a link to his YouTube channel in the description below. Now, as you can see, this game has some interesting concepts. You got a little Kerbal dude, and you make rockets, obviously, right? That's what this game's about, making rockets and exploding stuff. Well, it's exploding stuff isn't actually part of like what you're supposed to do, but when you're not good at the game, it's basically all that you do. So be prepared to explode stuff with me, Mr. Matt. So I already have a space station started. Incidentally, it was actually I made this entire episode without actually recording, so I have to redo my intro. Anyway, we are Roflrocketeer Incorporated, the most powerful rocket makers ever, because we can build big rockets. Yeah. Anyway, I'll show you that I have a satellite in orbit, a nice orbit, nice and circular, 60, plus enough for my tastes. And we have a thing marking where the space station is, where the launch pad is. So I'll show you my satellite real quick. Scratch that. Well, yeah, I'll show you. This is our satellite. Teeny tiny. Constantly facing the sun. Even when it's on the other side of the planet, it's constantly facing the sun. Ion cannon activate. But yes, that's all I have right now. This satellite. And actually, you're gonna get to watch me launch another one. Because well, you get to watch me launch another one. So here it is. This is our satellite. I actually might change it. Instead of having this up there, I'll have something else. Maybe just a whole bunch of these things. Yeah, just trying to make it a little different than the other satellite. Oh. There we go. So I should be able to just do this in one go. I'm gonna have this orbiting Kerbin north to south, I think. So that would be cool, right? Sorry about that cough there. I have a little bit of a cold. Nothing too serious though. No big deal. Let's get this thing in the air. And I forgot to set that. There we go. Now this satellite is so small that I feel comfortable with using nothing but boosters and a single stage rocket. Or two-stage rocket. A small space stage one, and a large get me out of the atmosphere one. And that's it. Now, if I can remember correctly... Alright, yes, okay. I had to remember which way was north. I'm gonna fly that way. In that direction. So once I drop these pods, I shall begin a little turn at about 10,000 feet, or meters. Yeah, 10,000 meters. And then I will go north. And I'm rotating. Oh, and I'm overheating. There we go. Let's slow down even more. Take off this. Oh, 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 oh. Losing it. Losing it. There we go. Oh, I'm turning south. I wanted it right there. There we go. I accidentally turned the wrong way, and we're heading south instead of north, but whatever. It works. Let's check our orbit. We're gonna have to do a little bit of adjusting there to make it perfectly vertical. But that's fine. We could slow down, or we could throttle down even more. And we could just ride this for a while. Once we get out of the atmosphere, that's when things really start to heat up. I guess I could, like, plan maneuvers or something, but that's boring. And then I get hit with the lag spike. Bear with me, folks. My computer seems to be having a tough time with this particular game on occasion. And then it'll just randomly stop being laggy at some point. Like now. So how are you guys doing today? Pretty good? That's nice. It's always nice to be pretty good. That's a very generic answer. I want to know how you are doing as a person. But that kind of talk is for a different episode. In this episode, we are just going to be doing the generic, let's make rockets and shoot them into space stuff. I have my throttle at almost nothing and I'm still accelerating. That always impressed me quite a bit. I think I'm going to try to plan a maneuver to fix my vertical axis. Like that. Perfect. Oops. Let's just let's try to figure out where our little friend is. The blue circle. I'm gonna use up a load of our propellant here. Just trying to turn this big rocket around. Anyone seeing it? I'm not seeing it. It's probably below our apses. Slightly to the left or slightly... Ah, there it is. I found you. I want to aim there. Tiniest burn ever to adjust our heading, but waste some more mono propellant here. There we go. Now, I think I've gone past my periapsis on accident. Shit. Oh, I'm not very good at this. Just go that way. Ooh. Just as I thought. I was starting to fall there. And I believe we ran out of fuel. Good. Just getting tired of lugging that big thing around. Now we have an orbit, but it's really ugly. Sorry about that little bit of silence there. I was kind of focusing on trying to make sure my rocket didn't explode on me somewhere. Now, let's see. Actually, I think I should think about this a little bit more. My apoapsis is only out to 3,500. I want to push it out to pretty far as I can get it, basically. I want this thing circling from really far away, so I'm going to point this bad boy directly at my apoapsis, punch it. And I think I'm going to do this until I run out of, or not run out of fuel, but get halfway out of fuel. That way I can use my other half of fuel for readjusting my orbit to a nice circle. And I forgot that the SAS, there is no more SAS on this, so I have to manually control it rather than point and stick, as I like to call it. Turn on the fine controls. Alright, that's about as far as I'm gonna get. Whoa. And apparently I left Kerbin, which is unfortunate, because I didn't want to do that. Let's plan a maneuver here. Alright. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. God dang it. Let's keep this properly pointed up. There we go. So this I don't want to mess with. That's not the way I want to go either. So let's slow down some more. It's a bit better. Let's see. 4,000,021. 7 million something. But I can work with that. So what do we need to do to change this orbit? Let's find where we need to point. Let's turn our RCS off. Now we get to play Follow the Blue Dot. While we attempt to slow down enough. that's close enough. Let's see, where is that? Almost 2 million. $148. $2,079,000. Is that close enough? 2 million. What if I speed up just a little bit and try to 212, 273, or 173, 74, 199, 76. To put you here, 178. That's about as close as I'm gonna get. Speed up time a little bit here. Get really close to our objective. And once again, we have a bit of a lag spike there, so I'm just gonna wait a couple of seconds, see if I can get my frames back. I can't actually play during this time because I don't want to miss a crucial part of our maneuver, because that would be bad. That's much better. Put that right in the middle of the blue thingy and wait. We're gonna wait until this says about 1 minute, because I figure that's close enough to start, just in case I mess up. One minute, 30 seconds. There we go. Try to conserve our fuel here by only going really slow and starting early, which will mess up the orbit a bit according to what I've planned out. But close enough is close enough, right? Oh, I was worried there. I thought I ran out of monopropellant. That's odd. We're gonna run out of liquid fuel before we run out of oxidizer. That almost never happens for me. What a nice and gentle ride. Just floating through space. Around our home planet, Kerbin. Do you have lights? We don't have lights. I should have put a light on here. And voila. Almost perfect. And I just noticed that this is on an awkward angle. If I do this, it looks fine. Ta-da! This is probably at an awkward angle too. I tried to make sure it was perfectly perpendicular to the surface or whatever. Anyway, now that that's done, separate it. I like that decoupler because it actually like launches whatever you have forward just a little bit. And let's see. Let's point this bad boy towards the sun. And let's extend all of our antennae. Da-na-na-na. Unfortunately, that's all we got. Just antennae. So, this is the satellite that you get to watch me make. Let's put this in fast forward. Whoa. It's kind of awesome. This thing sits on the, what is it called? The horizon. Where the sunset set, and the sunrise. Oh, whoa. You there. What was that? Was that the moon? I hadn't seen the moon that close before. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. I have never been to the moon. How do I slow this down? There we go. I knew it. This is an awkward angle. If I wanted to, I could use my RCS to change my orbit a little bit. Yeah, I knocked myself off a little bit there. But it doesn't take much to move this when you're going this speed. And time to get rid of some space debris. And there we go. Yep, I knew it. Slightly askew here. If that bothers anyone, too bad. Yeah, I've never been to any of these planets or their moons. I have flown around Kerbin in a space plane before, but it was extremely difficult and I got frustrated to hell making the plane. Trust me on that one. But I've now created 2 satellites. So I think it's time to do something different. Perhaps go to the moon? But we'll save that for next time. Thank you for watching. And thank you for supporting your favorite Rocketeer, the Roflrocketeers. Oh, that sounded terrible.